so much, Hamid, and everyone for staying for our presentation. I'm pleased to be here in place of Dr. Carol Weiss and Shalini Arunagiri, who are leading the PTSD and SUD ISAM-GEN group, but I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about the status of the group, also in the effort to have those of you who might be interested in joining it. I myself am an ally of the group, and am a member of a couple of different international trauma societies that I'm assuming will become participants in the survey once it moves forward. So I just got to know about it this past year, but I just want to say as an outsider, I really have been impressed with Dr. Ekhtiari's efforts to move to a global, an international position in relation to creating these scholarly communities. And the COVID happened, and there were all kinds of negative consequences that we experienced in our research, but some of the silver lining and upside have really been kind of recognition that we can connect with each other all over the world in ways and do powerful things. So I congratulate you guys on this. And just to give you a little bit of an update, and by the way, Carol Weiss, I believe, is somehow a participant in this session. She figured out a way. I'm not sure how that is, whether we'll hear from her or not, but in any case, she's here with us, not only in spirit. But the PTSD SUD survey work group was created, I believe, sometime last summer, and the work group members that are part of ISAM are listed here, and some of whom you've heard from today already, as well as Shalini and Carol, who's leading the charge. And then Carol reached out to me and a number of other experts from all over the globe, and I wish we had the little icons of everyone's faces, but we will have them next year, I'm sure. But this is the representation of the international field of trauma and addiction experts. And where we are in terms of the survey, and before I go into that, we just had a panel earlier today on PTSD and substance use disorder, and I don't know that I need to say this, but in terms of the epidemiology, this is a worldwide concern, very high rates of trauma exposure. Certainly we're aware of the global context of war, famine, climate-related trauma, and many other kinds of traumatic stressors that can lead to post-traumatic stress disorder, and then one of its consequences, which is the use of substances, and with a clear neurobiological underpinning. And so that's why it's really important for us to know more and to engage more across the world, particularly because most of the research that we've done is in higher, middle, and not in lower and middle income countries. So in any case, the survey, we're following the model of the previous surveys that you've heard, and apparently St. Andrews is a gift that keeps on giving, because we are awaiting IRB approval, but the survey, which has been developed over the course of the past year, there are 28 questions. It'll take 10 to 15 minutes for providers and organizations to complete. We are also refer to the DSM and ICD diagnostic criteria of PTSD and complex trauma, and we also talk a lot about the different kinds of treatment approaches, behavioral interventions, and as well as, so there are 6 sections. We did not include cases. I don't remember why, but there was a rationale behind it. And these are the, sort of similar to, I think, what we've heard from the other surveys, demographics and description of the clinicians in the work settings, what kinds of screening and assessment tools and treatments are available in the settings or from the organization's perspectives, awareness of PTSD and substance use disorders, familiarity with specific treatments, and then specifically with integrated treatments, and then country-specific treatment availability. And basically, I'm just showing you pictures of the consent form, as well as, you know, the fact that, yes, in fact, we do have a survey, and here is what it's going to look like. It's been programmed into Qualtrics and had gone through several, you know, tests. We've been testing it, and so as soon as the IRB approval is ready, we will be ready to go. And I think that's it. Thank you.